वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। सो आज हम बात करेंगे बेसिकली के डी प्लाज्मा 6। के डी प्लाज्मा 6 आई थिंक आज स्टार्ट में ही लॉन्च हो गया था, बट लाइक आर्च लिनक्स पे इसका जो अपडेट आया था इट वाज अराउंड 11th मार्च। सो आई एम यूजिंग गरुडा लिनक्स। सो पहले मेरा था कि मैं वर्चुअल बॉक्स पे केडी न्यून डाल के एक रिव्यू वीडियो बना दूं, बट देन आई थॉट के आई विल क्रिएट अ वीडियो व्हेन इट इज़ अवेलेबल ऑन आर्च लिनक्स एंड बेसिकली लाइव सिस्टम पे ही शूट करना चाहता था। सो या बट ओवर द वीकेंड कुछ पर्सनल काम आ गया, तो आई wasn't able to shoot the video. So here I am, and let's see what's new in KDE Plasma 6. So yeah. So first thing is like if we go into about this system, so if you see it is Wayland by default, right? So and if you see the performance of opening applications etc, it is way snappier. Like Wayland, I'm liking Wayland over X11 because things feel super smooth when you first click. If you open Dolphin, you open things like Kate, right? And then like the pop-up and animation is so instant, and it's super smooth. So animation doesn't feel like it is like jittery or slow. It is super smooth animation. So that is the first thing that the first visible note for me was that super smooth animations and UI. It is very uh, less resource heavy. And coming to resources, let's say I'm by the way I'm running OBS Studio, but um, like it is consuming around 4.86 GB. I think, but this is not the true representation of VR system because I'm recording this video and all that. But still, it is not that resource hungry. But I see a lot of processes running for Plasma Shell. It is consuming around 4.9% of my memory. Yeah, so but earlier it used to be somewhere around 6 to 7 GB when I used to run OBS Studio on things. But again, like it depends, right? But overall, like it feels snappier. Okay. The second change that I liked was this translucent background. Like if you see this, and you see how the background is actually translucent right now, and once you activate the desktop, this becomes very sharp. So yeah, it doesn't divide my attention, and when I'm looking at something, for example, let's say I'm doing something on Dolphin, right? Dolphin is basically, who don't know, Dolphin is file manager in KDE. So when I'm doing something on Dolphin, it takes all my attention to Dolphin, right? I'm not staring at the wallpaper. So yeah, this is like the second change, and very noticeable change in the first look, and I actually like this change. But when I upgraded my system, this was not the default wallpaper. My older wallpaper was the default wallpaper, and I had to change it like by going into settings. So, uh, so basically now you have a very dedicated paper for changing the wallpaper, and yeah. So from here you can see you can activate this wallpaper, and you have this dedicated page for changing the wallpaper in your settings. The fourth visible change that came to notice was Yeah, this floating, like this floating taskbar, I think Windows users say taskbar. This is taskbar, application bar. I don't know what is the correct name, but yeah, this is now floating. But as soon as you open any application and take it to full size, this becomes like your old plain taskbar. So this is also very nice. As soon as you minimize it, it becomes floating, and then once you maximize a window, it gets fixed to the bottom of the screen. So this is also a very uh, nice change that was quite obvious. And uh, for some, right, I've installed Garuda Linux recognized theme earlier, but I had like removed all that stuff, and I like to keep things plain as they are in any other KDE distro like Ubuntu or KDE Neon. So yeah, but and despite of that, all the things in the update were working pretty smoothly. Uh, hmm. So this is something I like. Nice. Ooh. See. Okay. The fifth thing that came to light was Alt Tab. So as you change, this is a completely revamped uh, task switcher that KDE has introduced. So I actually like, uh, but for some reason, like I have read, like they have introduced some grid-like task switcher. But I tried enabling grid switcher in settings, but I couldn't see like actual grid. I could see a bar only, but maybe that is a bug or maybe something compatibility issue with with this Garuda Linux that might be causing this. Um, don't know if this is only this is actually this grid view only. I don't know. So this is something like I'll explore and get back, but uh, this doesn't seem like a grid right now. Maybe a issue, maybe some issue or something. So yeah, yeah. There are other smaller changes in KDE Plasma 6, like now you have double click. Now you can't open things with a single click. You have to double click to open the folders. Earlier it was with a single click. So yeah, this is again basically it makes it more familiar to users who are migrating from Windows platform to like get hands-on on KDE Plasma, and it is more and more user friendly, I would say, especially for the users who are migrating from Windows like systems and especially from Windows. So now it is a very similar interface. If you see GNOME, right, or this uh, Mate desktop or things like that, right? They have like the main taskbar is on the top, and you have this corner where your application menu is open. So those things are difficult for Windows user to digest and get used to. But KDE has like very simple, similar way of representing things as they are represented in Windows, and I think that is a very nice way of keeping things simple at the same time, like much smoother and all. Like I really like KDE. I'm using KDE like from 2016. Like it's almost 8 9 years since I'm using KDE, and like from the time I have migrated my systems to KDE, I have never gone back to GNOME or any other desktop environment. Like I always felt like very strong, um, you can say, liking towards KDE Plasma. Since Plasma 4, I'm using KDE Plasma, and then upgrade 5 was so smooth, and now 6. So yeah. There are other small improvements. One major improvement with Wayland is support for HDR content and all. And other smaller improvements include there are some improvements in KRunner, like you can actually highlight uh, properly. So when you are hovering over a certain item and clicking over it, then it gets properly highlighted. I think there were some issues earlier with KRunner around that. Then there are some smaller things in uh, here, like for example in extract and extract here and delete archive. So basically it will automatically delete the archive after it is extracted. So there are smaller things that KDE Plasma has introduced, and these are very nice improvements to start with. And since once I upgraded my system, I haven't felt a single hiccup. So testing has always been a major challenge on Linux, because most of the distributions, for example Ubuntu, they will always ship a very stable version of something. Now, what happens is you have a very limited set of devices on which you can test, right? Because there are very few folks who are in your beta program. So actually, your device coverage generally remains very low. And when you release something bigger, and when these platforms like Ubuntu implement them, by that time you are getting the issues that you should be getting early on otherwise. But like I have this Asus machine, and it is not a very common machine. You have a lot of compatibility issues with, especially with the NVIDIA devices, but I haven't seen a single hiccup. That is the best part about this upgrade. This is such a big upgrade. You have Wayland, you have HDR support, you have tons of new things. Still, you don't have a single hiccup on Linux. I was following KDE Plasma 6 roadmap for like around 1.5 years. So, and they have a very dedicated page, KDE Plasma showstoppers. And I was always like, oh, there are so many showstoppers right now, and how are they going to solve it? But the pace at which KDE Plasma team has solved things and make it compatible, and compatible in a good way, right? You don't have a buggy software, your system isn't crashing, there isn't any black screen, there isn't any boot related problems, your system is booting more smoothly, and it is butter smooth. Like the performance, the boot process, everything is super smooth. So yeah, this is about KDE Plasma 6, and I really like this upgrade. Hope you enjoy this video. So let me know more if you find more things. This is just a short video on KDE Plasma 6, and hope you like it. Thank you.